Hello, I am going to go over my week 11 Tic-Tac-Toe. So, work in progress, but I think it's functioning. Um, I'm still working on the bootstrap alert and the best way that I could implement that. But to start off, here is my HTML page, just your basic HTML page. I centered everything. Created the header here. I built the game board and gave each box an ID of 0 through 8. It's just so it's easier to index. And I created the reset button at the bottom. And most of it is in JavaScript, so I created my variables. Boxes is basically when I'm setting up my game board. I got all of these boxes by class name, and it creates an array from that. And my reset button, I created so at the bottom I could implement a resetting of the game. The spaces is an empty array, and then I set the two players to O and X, and then I set the current player to be O. So that is what will start. And here I'm drawing the game board, and it basically is creating like a waffle type effect on the game board, and giving basically only placing a border on the internal parts of the game board. And setting it up so when it's clicked, it creates this other variable. So the box click handles the function, or handles the logic when a box is clicked. So it takes this event as a parameter, and it targets the index of whatever box is selected. And let's see, it will give the box the inner text, the ID of the current player, and this is the logic for if there's a winner. It's creating the function player is 1, which we'll call down here. Well, it allows that to be called. But basically your current player is O, and if it's not O, it's X, and it defaults back to O with this ternary. And the basic game logic, it takes, so if the space is 0, which would be the first box, I created these conditionals to test any possible combination to win. And then it creates an alert with the current player, which we declared up here. And it will, print out the alert of the current player who has won and where they have won. So I did that for each possible place where they could win. Basically, there's 3 indexes, or parts of the index where they could win from. And at the bottom, I created the reset button, which will clear the spaces of the game board, and it will revert the boxes to blank strings for their inner text, and then revert the current player back to O. And then I call the game here, but let's open it and take a look. I also have my CSS page here where I set like a root element, And then I created the body and headers, containers, game board, and box. So let's open it. And this is my board. So basically, I'll set it up so. Oh, I haven't reset that. What is going on? Let's see. Oh, I didn't save this. I was testing something out. That would make sense. And it will pull the alert. That O wins at the top. I can reset it. We'll do it on the side. And then O wins on the left. Make X win this time. And then X wins diagonally. And yeah, that is my game.